My name is Denzel Pelman. I'm an NLP life coach. Today I want to talk to you about breaking patterns in our lives. Okay, I want to be clear before we begin is that I cannot control whether someone that you love dies or somebody leaves you or a relationship breaks up. Nobody can. I hate suffering. My mission is to find out how people can live different. And I've looked at those situations through my own experience, through mentors, people that have been through situations like that. And what I've discovered is our situations are designed in some way to give us answers about how we can respond better to the experiences that we go through. I have met with people who come from different backgrounds, who experience life differently. They are in what I would call a holding pattern. Some people are born into opportunities, that's a fact, while others are not born into these situations. Those who are not born into these situations have to work and try to discover and get material and learn from their own experience how to break through and come out of these situations. Whereas there's those who are born into opportunities, they have everything provided from them. But in those situations, those very people that have those opportunities also have issues in their life that hold them in certain patterns, certain behaviors that they want to break out. That's what I've learned, is that whether you're rich or whether you're poor, you still have a behavior pattern that you have picked up when you were growing up. People have this idea about life, and this idea is constantly reinforced by habit every day. Well, likewise, when you're growing up, you form beliefs, you give meaning to situations, things that you're going through, or things that happen to you, or things that happen to your parents growing up. And of course, meeting people and our teachers and everybody that influences our lives when we're growing up, we give meaning to the situations we go through with them. We form a set of beliefs. But those beliefs limit us from actually discovering new things. And that's what I call holding patterns. Those areas seem to always trip us up when it comes to making important decisions if they're not dealt with. And those areas are reinforced on a daily basis. So if something bad happens to you when you were small and you give it a meaning, what happens over time is that once that experience has happened, you constantly reinforce it by a belief, forming a way of life, forming a behavior pattern. Then you begin to act a certain way because of that situation. But we don't realize that that situation didn't just happen, it had to be reinforced. So in order to break a holding pattern, we need to change our beliefs, we need to change even our habits. Years ago, I decided to change the way I think and to believe God for more and to realize that He wants more of me, wants us to become that ultimate version of what He created us to be. God didn't design us to have defeated thoughts, to walk around like nobody loves me or life is just the way it is. No. It's the thoughts that you think that are stressful that seem to mess up your life. But when you decide to question those thoughts, that's when you begin to break a pattern. The fastest way to change is to interrupt a pattern. It's not what we get that makes us happy, but it's who we become. Every day we are meant to become something. Becoming what God designed you to be changes and interrupts the pattern of just living normal and average. Becoming that person that God had created you to be will give your life more meaning and more fulfillment. The problem is, most of us are trying to become something we are not. Out of a desire for respect or achievement, we have been trying to act and be a certain way, the way people would accept us. In that process, we have forgotten who we are and who we were meant to be. We did this in order to get love, respect, a sense of connection and appreciation from those around us and those close to us. We want to fit in. That is the reason why we've been doing and acting a certain way. And we have been doing this for so long that we think this is who we are. This is life. This message about interrupting patterns is designed in a way to create an awareness in you that are you tired of the way things have been? Are you tired of defeating thoughts? Maybe you're having a problem and you've experienced some trauma event or emotional event through your work or something that has been bothering you over the years and seems to pop up in your life constantly. And it's affecting your workplace and your relationships, and it's affecting every area of your life. Give me a call at 084-036-1291 to set up an appointment so we can meet and we can help you and give you tools that will be able to facilitate a greater experience in life. My name is Denzel Pelman. God bless you.